Thanksgiving, but some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Don't be surprised if they focus heavily on the run game here to start this first quarter. They know their running back, who has meant so much to this program, has been beloved by these fans, has a chance to break the single-season rushing record. They want to do it early and make sure there is juice here in this stadium. I expect them to give him the rock. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline early in this ballgame. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew it. Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking. Yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Handoff, fluff pop well. Swamped immediately. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for us.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Ole Miss offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here he comes as we get our first look at Kewan Lacey. What a game he had last time out. More than 200 yards and a score. Hits inside, it's Lacey. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. From the gun. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Powers inside. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. At the 45, on his way. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside, they get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Motion from the back. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Drive driving forward, it's Lacey. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Taylor wants to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still looking. Fires on the move. Left side is Cunningham. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Looking to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. He was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Buck Boswell. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. First play of the period will be a second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Trying to get rid of it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Out wide left, it's West. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Turns into the pile. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Just gets rid of that one.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quarterback changing the play. They open the lane. And a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls in the deep ball. There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Running inside. It's Lacey. Here's a little room there. Pass to 6. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Knocked down immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, going to throw it. Buying a little time to his left. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball... Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Lacey. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's brought down. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. He slings it deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on 3rd. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
You can just start to...
Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Left side is Lacey. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Turns it upfield, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Stepping to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, the Rebels head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Chambliss. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Cook. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Look out! Running to his left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lindsey. Stopped right there. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Between the hashes, it's Cunningham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long right here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw it. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Honey Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Lacey. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense to...
Makes a deep grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Extending the play. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch outside.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. They want to throw it. Still looking to his right. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Taylor wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they try it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
That pass is well off target. He got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ready? Black 18. Black 18. Go.
Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. As they put the finishing touches on this victory in the season finale, let's take a look at what's in store for championship week. So the final period starts with a second down play. This time they'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Alexander. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. Out wide right, it's Lacey. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They just keep firing, moving out to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the catch on into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackled behind the line, and
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. First catch of his career, and they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw. It's Swan. On target. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the out.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Reading the option, it's Swan. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Clock stops, and we... First play of the drive comes from the 38. Making the adjustment on the play. First play of this drive. Right side, it's Odom. Finally corralled, but now the 4. He picks up the first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back on 1st down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great...
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught, it's Johnson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short